We arrived in Zhaoxing at about 5 p.m. on Sunday evening. The trip took about 5.5 hours rather than the 4 it was supposed to take. These are the drum towers that Zhaoxing is famous for. We checked 3 hotels. First one was the new and posh-looking Zhaoxing Hotel. Very basic, small but clean rooms with no bathroom and small ornate windows. Then we checked the Postal Service Hotel, which is where we ended up staying. A strange name, but not as weird as the Potato Service Hotel we saw later. This hotel's a bit grubby, but we quite liked it because the room was very big, had 3 beds. It's nice to have an extra bed to put things on, as these rooms tend to be short on furniture. I like the name of this shop, The Appliance Maintains. Zhaoxing is noted for being the biggest Dong village in China, with several drum towers, one for each clan. There also seemed to be a wind and rain bridge to go with each drum tower. The drum tower is the meeting place for the clan where disputes are sorted out and entertainment and relaxation takes place. Here's Yung being annoyingly Chinese, holding up her fingers in a victory sign, as they always do in photos. And here she's being attacked by cows. Serves her right. It was a 1.5 hour walk over hills and rice paddies to the little village of Jitang. Jitang is an authentic village that hasn't been done up for the tourists. We relaxed here for a while after our long walk, and we were fortunate enough to see what was probably the biggest event of the day. There was a sale of pigs taking place right in front of us. We made our way back to Zhaoqing um, and had lunch at a place that turned out to be newly opened that day, which meant that our meal was interrupted by deafening firecrackers exploding for several minutes outside on the pavement. We started our walk to Tangaan at 3 o'clock, a bit too late in the day considering how far it was. Once again, we climbed hills and walked over rice terraces. The path was clearly marked and not too difficult, but it took about an hour and a half to reach Xiage, a village on the way. It was about 40 minutes more to reach Tangaan. We met up with an old man heading in the same direction, who took us the rest of the way by a short cut. And this, of course, is Tangaan's drum tower. Tangaan was a very pleasant village, well worth the effort in getting there. And the nicest part is a water system where fresh drinking water gushes from a spring and the locals bring buckets to fill. Down below is a pool for washing vegetables, then a bathing pool, and finally a section for washing clothes. We sat on stone benches and watched people coming and going with their buckets suspended at either end of a pole. And down below were the old men smoking their opium pipes. After a while we filled up our own water bottle and left the village. We were hoping to find some kind of transport back to Zhaoxing rather than walk back the way we came, so we walked down to the main road and started along the winding route back to town. But there was no sign of any traffic, apart from a couple of trucks laden with gravel. We walked and walked as the sun got lower and lower in the sky. We kept up a fast pace, hoping to get as close to town as we could before it got dark. We met a few people along the way, such as road workers who were settling into tents for the night, and got varying reports of how much further we had to go. At last a motorcycle came down the road behind us. He couldn't take both of us on such a rough road, but was happy to take Yung down to town and refused to take any money. By the time I returned, she had showered and was ready to go out again. Altogether, the walk took about 5 hours. There was a show on at the Drum Tower that night for the French tour groups, which we were able to see, but it was too dark to take any film.